Kathleen Marden is a leading UFO researcher, the author of several books, a featured on-camera commentator, and an international lecturer. Her interest in UFOs and contact began back in 1961 when her aunt and uncle, Betty and Barney Hill, had a close encounter and subsequent abduction in New Hampshire's White Mountains. She's been Mufon's Director of Experiencer Research since 2011 and is on the board of directors of the Edgar Foundation for Research into Extraterrestrial and Extraordinary Encounters. Kathleen, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be with you.
Good to have you with us.
Thanks.
Kathleen, you've authored several books. Your latest is Extraterrestrial Contact, what to do when you've been abducted. What prompted you to write your latest book?
Being the director of the Mutual UFO Network's Experiencer Research Team, I became aware of the fact that we have an average of 100 individuals every month who want to speak to a member of our team who is a caring, compassionate, non-judgmental listener who can give support and information on where these individuals can go to seek professional help or to join a support group for experiencers. So it is just the sheer number of individuals out there who are seeking understanding, some kind of support, some information that will help them to investigate their own experiences. For example, how to make it end if they wish to end this, what to do if they want to go public with their story, what they can expect. So the book is a comprehensive guide to help experiencers come to terms with what is occurring in their lives, to determine whether or not it is ET or something else, and it just goes on and on from there.
Why do you think contact is so traumatizing for people?
Well, I have discovered that regardless of whether or not contact is highly positive or highly negative, it is traumatic. It causes post-traumatic stress disorder in many individuals. And it appears that part of the reason is that they know something has happened to them. They cannot remember all of what occurred, and they have probably read negative information in the media, because that tends to be what the media focuses upon. I guess fear sells. So they anticipate that those memories are going to be highly negative, that they were going to be treated very poorly, regardless of what happened.
Do you think that's the main reason why people will often just keep it to themselves and not come forward about their situation?
I think that the main reason that people keep it to themselves is because they might have attempted to tell a close relative, and that person laughed at them, asked them what they'd been drinking or what they'd been smoking before they had that happen. There has been the fear of ridicule ingrained into our American society over a period of the past 60 to 70 years. And so the general public has an image of individuals who've had these experiences as being the toothless residents in a rundown trailer park somewhere, or individuals who have psychiatric disorders. Nothing can be further from the truth. This is happening to people around the world, in all societies, in all religions, in all levels of education, in all socioeconomic groupings. And certainly people who are very mentally healthy. I've received reports from military officers, from medical doctors, from psychiatrists and psychologists, from engineers, other scientists. It runs the gamut.
Because you mentioned a figure when we started the interview that was it 100 people a month?
Yes,
That is staggering.
yes, it is. It's a very large number.
Because I guess most people would have the impression when we talk about alien abduction that it's you know it's a minor thing. It doesn't happen a lot, but I guess the fact that we don't hear of, I mean, the fact that people don't come forward and relate their experiences is the reason why maybe it seems that the numbers are low.
Yes, I agree with you there. There has been a history of public ridicule by disinformants who invent a scenario and propose that scenario as an alternative to what really happened to that individual. And some of them have gone as far as launching ad hominem attacks on individuals who have had this happen. Oftentimes they wanted to have this information remain confidential, but it just was thrust into the public's attention by a media after sometimes there was, such as in my aunt and uncle's case, there was a violation of confidentiality that took the story to the public. In Travis Walton's case, he had actually gone missing for 5 days before he was dropped off by this craft and then reappeared. And so there were individuals who attempted to destroy their reputations, their character, to cause them to lose their jobs. There's a long history of this kind of negative treatment, and I hope that it's getting better now. I believe that it is.
So, what do you think someone who has gone through an experience maybe more than once and has kept it to themselves should do?
Well, certainly our statistical data indicates that they have gone through these experiences over a lifetime. Only 25% believe that they have had one or two contacts. The vast majority believe that it's many more than that. So, what should they do? Well, first of all, I believe that they should talk to an individual who is going to be a caring, compassionate, non-judgmental listener. Someone who has a great deal of knowledge and information. In other words, a specialist in this field. Now, I don't recommend hypnosis immediately. I think that we have to determine the level of trauma that this individual is experiencing. And if they have post-traumatic stress disorder, I personally recommend EMDR therapy with a psychotherapist who, and this is the eye movement therapy that works extremely well when a person has post-traumatic stress disorder. And the insurance pays for it because it's a licensed therapist, and uh, it's a very good way to begin to recover some of those memories as well. So that's an important step to take. You could also go to a psychotherapist who uses hypnosis in their treatment, but I would definitely not recommend a certified hypnotist or hypnotherapist as a beginning step if there is trauma involved.
Also, people who would love to talk to someone about it but have been loath to do it, it's not that they have to go public with it, is it? If you mentioned they find a safe environment, maybe just tell someone who, so they can just get it off their chest and take some pressure off themselves.
Absolutely, and that is why I set up Mufon's experience research team the way I did. We are the support arm of Mufon. So we have about 30 specialists that individuals can go to confidentially Their information is not going to be given to the public. Their names are not going to be released. They can go to Mufon.com, scroll down to the Experiencer Research Team, click on the link to the Experiencer Research Team's page. At the top of the page is the Experiencer Questionnaire. That will take you to 30 very simple yes and no, true and false questions. Complete those questions. It does not matter what your score is. It means absolutely nothing. So just complete it. Dr. George Medich, who is my assistant director on the team and who runs the team on a day-to-day basis, because I'm extremely busy in doing the work I do, but he runs the team. He makes the assignment to the qualified, caring, compassionate specialist on my team. That person will write to you to set up an appointment, and then you can have a confidential telephone conversation or Skype conversation.